Uh-oh, it's the first alert weather day. Unless you're a fish, I think pretty much then you kind of live inside of a somewhat protected environment. That's upside down Greg. I don't know why. He lives his life upside down. I thought it was a swim bladder thing at first, but anyway, the point is, look, check out the bloom. I mean, the plants are a little algified, but check out that one there. Look, it flowered. Is that pretty? It's an underwater tulip or something like that. I don't know. I was wondering, like, should I make the garden 5 foot longer this way or 5 foot longer this way? And an old Bob said, just let it be, Mr. Scrappity. It's about ready to go into bloom. Anyway, that's kind of pretty, I guess. Anyway, not really, but look, he's upside down. He'll be right side up later. Look, this guy is as well. What the hell's wrong with all my fish? Nothing. I don't know. They're just morons like me. Look, now he's fixed and swimming around. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. Somebody's all like, well, I don't ever see your fish anymore, Mr. Scrappy. I don't know. You want to see my fish? There's my fish. I got one over here, too. A German lullaby. That's mine, Puffer. Anyway. Morning. Say morning to my puffer fish. He's running away from you. Anyway.
The red man is coming.
Big, tall, giant, juvie dermotherapy something, or you guys feel like a roast beef sandwich yet? Anyway, these things are really expensive. That was a good score. Sit. God damn it. Sit. 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 Somebody asked where's the big red hound dog. There's a big red hound dog and another guy. I call him Meathead or Meatballs. Anyway, there's a big red hound dog. That's her buddy. Anyway, couches, not crates, or beds, not boxes. That's a crate, right? Anyway. Woohoo! Late start, Larry. Man, it's almost 6 o'clock. It's after 6 o'clock. I've been sitting here saying it's almost 6 o'clock for the past, I don't know, 4 hours. Anyway, like, right. Been waiting for Miss Amy to get back because I want to go run around. Because it's Thursday. On a Thursday for a Thursday. Mr. Scrappity, Thursday type action. I'll be your host, Mr. Scrappity. Also known as Mikey Fine Stuff, or Mikey, or that guy in the scrap wagon, or I'll be back in about an hour, Chris, or yeah, anyway, but let's go before it starts raining. It's supposed to start storming on us, so let's get a move on it. Man, they done a good job separating out that Kroger stuff, didn't they? They got the heavy melt, they got the sheet, you know, anyway. What do you say we put a couple of exits between us and the knackle? That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You go out scooping like Jose on the YouTube. See? Anyway, and we're out here, and it's Thursday, which is basically the day before Friday. This could be a thing. This could not be a thing. I'm not sure. It is a thing. I thought it genuinely looked like it could be a thing, but I wasn't certain because it was quite the distance away and around the corner. But I was like, man, I'm pretty certain that looks like a thing. All my years of experience have taught me that that could be a thing. So here we are, finding things on a Thursday because it's Thursday. Hey, did I tell you that Mower Man called me the other day? Because I had given him one of my cards, right? Well, it's not really a card. It's just a piece of paper that I wrote my phone number on. And he called me. He must have watched some of my YouTube there because he said, I seen they took your van. He said, that's fucked up. And, not necessarily. I kind of sold it. I didn't have no way to haul it to the yard at the time. It was a non-runner. Well, it was a runner, but it had a lot of issues. Not really running issues. I mean, it ran fairly well, but the hood was frozen shut somehow or another. Like I couldn't get the hood open, so that made things kind of difficult. What other issues did that little pavement princess have? It was basically entirely rust underneath. None of the taillights worked except the little third brake light thingy. So I went to the freight that does the harboring and bought some real cheap little trailer light dudes, and I just used drywall screws and screwed them to the back by where the taillights were supposed to be. And wired them up to that third brake light, and it seemed to work okay, but it looked kind of goofy. I don't know, but yeah, they came and took my van, and it was mainly because I called them and told them to. But yeah, anyway, that's the only vehicle I've ever scrapped. I'm not really a car scrapping type guy. They don't fit in the back of my truck, you know. I don't even think I could get one in my buggy. Thing's still going. We're live. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't called him back yet. I've been super busy. I finally got my school supplies finished up today, so I am done. Well, as far as the high schoolers, it's weird and I don't like it. They don't give the high schoolers a supply list. They wait until like the first week of school, and then they just slowly tell them all week long, like, well, you're going to need this for this class will probably require this, you may need this for this class later on in the year. Which is really bananas, because like by the time they tell these kids what they need and I go to the store, it's already like cleared out and they've got the Easter stuff out for sale, you know? I mean, you know how that stuff works. The aisles of rotation. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really an inventory guy. I don't have a system. I bet the supermarket has a system. Speaking of supermarkets, I was telling the littles, well, not the littles, one of the littles, which was actually the biggest of the littles, which is damn near an adult, which is kind of scary to me. I was just thinking about it the other day and telling Miss Amy about it. I was like, what's that, Miss Amy? That's not what I said, really, but anyway, let's get out and find out what it was. It could be. It's gonna be. It's a scudger. No, what I was telling her was like, man, we're getting old. It sucks. You know, anyway, something like that. Along those lines. It's got wheels on it. And the wheels on a scooter go round and round. Oh, those things are so heavy. I'm just kidding. They're not really that heavy. It's got one of those dollar batteries in it, though. I don't chase the dollar batteries as much. Like I was watching my boy Natch the other day, and he was chasing them dollar batteries out of them little plastic cars, man. And finally he was all like, well, there's $275. And I was like, I mean, I get it. You know, if you do a couple of stops, you know, one here for $2.75, one there for $1.25, another one there for $2.75. I mean, it adds up, you know, it all adds up. That's what they say, word on the street is. But I mean, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, but like that, if they come in the scooters and stuff, like part of the product, I will obtain said batteries. What's that? There's some little bits of crash, boom, bang, some little bits of junk. Little bits of junk is our name. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the supply list thing. Like, it's just crazy, you know. They don't tell these kids what they need till like 2 weeks to school started, and then everything's gone, and I gotta go hunting for dividers and just weird stuff, and I don't like it. It's upsetting. Not to mention, with the current situation, they've extended that tax-free day thing where there's like no sales tax on a lot of stuff, like basically everything. They raised it a lot this year or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so like it would be cool to know now what they need. But nope. That would be too simple, you know. Which I guess I kind of understand it. No, I don't. I don't understand it at all. Not one bit. I don't know why they do it that way. These are the worst. Now this may cause an issue with as windy as it's supposed to be, or going to get, or something like that. But we're going to go ahead and do it this way anyhow. Almost got you. I got it. It really wasn't that hard. Anyway, ladies. Yeah. What about these guys? You think they'll go flapping around? Ladies. One more time? Ladies? Anyway, I'm just teasing. But seriously, yeah, it's almost back to school, man. And so that's super cool that I got all the shopping done and everything. Okay, that'll work. I trust my spongy on that one. I mean, this isn't my first spongy rodeo. What if they used spongies in the rodeo? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It'd be like, he's going for the full 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds. Woo! Spongy type action. But yeah, seriously, school's about to start, guys. Summer's gone. You can go ahead and cut back on that central air if you have one, you know. I mean, if you do, I'm feeling good for you. Central airs are good. If you don't, I don't know. My grandpa didn't have no central air. He had a box fan. He'd set that box fan out in the front yard underneath the shade tree and just sit out there. He was kind of weird, but he was like 90 years old, so he'd seen more than one hot summer, you know. Anyway, so yeah, but I do have central air, so yeah, like I said, that's cool. If you got central air too, that's cool, man. But summer's almost over, like I was saying, so we'll be able to cut back on that, and that'll cut back on those old utility bills, and that'll be a cool thing. But then before you know it, you're going to be turning the furnace on and calling the furnace guy because something ain't working right or something. Anyway, yeah, right? Oops, lots of steering wheels today. Did you want actual drive time? No? Okay, we'll just leave you buckled up here. You thought I was going to throw you in the window, didn't you? What's that? I don't know, we haven't got there yet. Oh, it's wood. We'll leave it. But that's gold, Mr. Scrappity. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. Sometimes a cigar is just a piece of wood. Something like that. I don't know. What's that? That's something. That's definitely something. I can tell from here that that's something. We'll grab that. Still going. Yeah, we're still going. A lot of guys would have edited out that walking, you know, a lot of the to and fro and back and forth. It's like I'm on a spongy anyway, you know, because they're all like spongy.
Metal scrap.
Okay, I appreciate it. He's yelling at us.
I was on my brother and set it in the front. You probably didn't see it. I think that basketball goes.
Okay.
This here's plastic.
All right.
Yeah, there's a basketball hole. I don't think there's anything else.
All right.
I'm gonna make sure you got it.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Think we could fold it anymore? He really wanted us to have that one. Do you guys kind of feel as if you might be getting fluffed? Just a little. Just a smidge. I don't know, it's something. Let me try putting the glove on the correct hand here. It goes on a little bit easier. Ah, that thing's covered with ants. Something's covered with ants. I think it's this thing. Hey man, they just add to the weight, I guess. Alrighty. Make sure we ain't taking none with us. Ah, I got ants in my pants. Almost. Something. Starting to sprinkle on it. Well, that's a nice looking piece right there. And it's raining. Found a bicycle. Hey, that guy's got some stuff on his porch over there. I've kind of been watching it as we come around the corner each time, you know, over the season. And it's raining. Anyway, you get my belt on, my window's up. Had to kick the air conditioner on. If you have central air in your car, I'm happy for you. Anyway, point is, it's raining, and we're out here in the rain on a Thursday. But we got a tank. The plumber man had a tank out, so we got us a tank. Not quite a Sherman, but it's pretty heavy. Yeah, a bunch of ants. We got some ants. Hopefully they get washed out. I didn't think about that. That'd be nice. Like, I can do with a lot of things in my life right now, but I never really suspected ants to be one of them. And that's because it's not. I can do without the ants, man. Ladies, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because ladies are ants, you know? Anyway, okay. That one was kind of reaching. It seems like it's trying to slow down maybe just a little, but I think at this point, you know, it's raining out, so I doubt people's going to be dragging out the old washer and dryer and this stuff. I mean, you never know. Stranger things have happened, but the point is, if it wasn't already out, it's probably not going to get put out this evening. What's that? Is that a thing? Looks like a thing. Watch me scoop this thing. You guys sit here in the nice dry wagon, and I'll get out and scoop the thing. You're not going to see me put it in the truck, but you can see me acquire it. And I'm back. It's a little wet out there. Anyway. Nice and dry in the van though. If I had a van that had like a big van in the back like that, you know, with a roof on it, like vans do. Anyway, I would make it like a van. You know, stripper pole, disco light, like a van. Rack for loads of bread. I wouldn't drive a bread wagon, otherwise known as a van. I had a van though. Somebody came and took it after I sold it to them. That was years and years and years and years and years ago. Honestly, I don't know what year that was. It's been a while. Hey, what's that? It looks like a chair. Let's see if I can park for it. Well, we'll get it on the way back. It's a cul-de-sac. We got to come back this way anyhow. So unless somebody pulls in and snatches it from us, it'll be there when we come back this way. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Metal? Plastic? Plastic? Metal. It's metal! It's like bacon, but different because it's metal. Anyway. It's still raining, so I'll probably go ahead and leave you guys in the car. The thingy is pretty much waterproof, but it's got to where the touch screen's real touchy. So like, if I if it gets all wet or something, sometimes it just starts going click, 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 and doing stuff on its own. And the next thing I know, it's like uploaded something to somewhere that I cannot have uploaded to anywhere. And yeah, so it's like, let's just go ahead and, I forgot. You want to watch me collect it at least? Man, this is going to be a lot of walking for me. This will keep us from blocking the driveway, I guess. And, well, I guess since it's quit raining enough, we can magni mount you here. We'll pull up to this side. Hopefully it don't ruin my reputation or my telephone. And let's go grab this stuff here. Anywho's it's. What do we got? That's actually pretty heavy. Heavy duty stuff. Call housekeeping. I don't know what we recorded. The phone got wet. Found some sort of trampoline poles. I don't know what they are. Some sort of device. I think it's bed rail. I think the phone keeps stopping. It got a little wet. Lady. It's an umbrella in a box. It's still coming down pretty good. Oops, a lot of drive time in Thursday's video. Hey, somebody had recently said, oh, no drive time. I'm making up for it. Yeah, I can't get my GoPro wet because it's what I make my phone calls on. Anyway. And all that type action. We're doing all right for getting such a late start. Nothing really like cool, you know. We found that little tiller. That's kind of cool. But for the most part, in general, it seems to be. It's just a lot of scrappy bits and stuff. Yeah, it's slowing down. Go ahead and put the windows back down a little. I call this the industrial park route. I'm just kidding. There's not really too many industrial parks. Well, there's some down the street. We could call this the industrial park route. I'll leave that up to you guys. What should we call Thursday? And don't just say Thursday and be lazy like me. Come up with something real clever, like the industrial park route. You know, I've never had to yell at anybody doing the marketplace thing. And I often get asked, have you ever had anybody not leave your stuff, you know? Like when they borrow something, usually they leave me something, like, let's just call it collateral. Anyway, and I tried to explain, yes, one time I had somebody, they took the thing and they didn't left, then they left no thing, and I called them out on it, and they finally brought something back. And then I had one lady that left an envelope full of notebook paper, and that was kind of mean. But I've never had to like have an actual confrontation with anybody, you know. And I'll fully admit, I do have kind of one of those, what do they call it, like a short fuse? A hot temper. At times, I can, you know, which I think we all are guilty of that. Given the right moment and the right circumstances. But anyway, That said, I've never found myself under those circumstances doing a simple marketplace deal, you know? Like, if you can't handle a simple marketplace deal, then I really don't see how you're going to be able to make big branding corporation type deals, you know? Typing up deals. Anyway, what do they call that? Like you know, signing contracts and stuff when you're doing big deals, making big money, using big words. Anyway, I was recently watching this thing about Egg Harbor, New Jersey, and apparently there's a lot of like dead fish washing up, and everybody's all like, man, this place stinks. And I was just thinking, like, well, I mean, that's New Jersey in general, right? But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, under the boardwalk. That's where you'll find me, in my beach house. Anyway, that's a lot of drive time, and I do apologize. Kinda, I guess. I'm sorry. Does it feel like I'm sorry? What's that? It's shiny, like brass. Let's get out and get some of it. I'll just take one glove, and I'll try to bring you guys with me. Oh, that might not be brass. I don't know. That's fake brass. I think. I don't know. It's got that fake brass look. It's weight. We like weight. Brown one could be brass or aluminum. I'm gonna call aluminum on that one. Anyway, it's a little something. I found a dog crate. I don't think you've seen that. Whirlpool, is that on the list? Something. I think that one's covered with ants too. Something. Yeah, it's non-folding type action. That's a bummer. Oh, there it goes. Now it's all wedged in there type action. Oh, now I'm falling type action. Damn, it's wet out here. Everything's all slippy. Those are kind of heavy. I don't know. You guys think we can fit all 4 in a pickup truck? We're gonna try. They're in there. We're out of here. Hey, we found an old crusty mongoose. Old crusty mongoose for the win. Should we spongy a tire? Just to maybe try to keep it in the wagon. Scoops. I'm just kidding. I got a gravel driveway. What do you expect? I'm gonna buy a house in the woods. I hate squirrels. I'm allergic to salt water, and I bought my own beach house. Anyway, Larry, that's kind of asinine, don't you think? Anyway, and we're back.